everybody. Welcome to S&A Let's Play. So today we are going to be doing something different. We are doing another Atami game. It's Cinderella Phenomenon.
Which is freaking amazing. It's free on Steam. 100% free. Not the epilogue part. They have another game, which is like kind of like an epilogue for all the routes. But that one costs, I think, $10 on Steam.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, let's get into this. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were two crystals. One was the crystallum Lucius, protected by the ruler of the fairies. The other was the crystallum tenebrarum, which was watched over by the high leader of the witches. The Lucius was sustained by love, happiness, and joy. The tenebrarum by fear, anger, and hatred.
Interesting.
The fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regulated the powers of the crystals in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. That's something that should be said all the time, too.
Mm-hmm.
The kingdom was at peace for a time. Then one day, a traveling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales.
Look how it's written on the top. That's pretty cool.
That is really cool. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and true love was a usual reward. The fairy tales spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true, and that magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel. The witches became hated and feared. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
The high leader of the witches, in all of her anger, created the fairy tale curse. You think we are wicked? So be it. Just as you have taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witches used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately. I'm going to stutter on this part. Indiscriminate. I had it.
You did. You had it indiscriminately.
Thank you. Indiscriminately. Ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness.
Of course, they put two words that sound exactly like indiscriminately and ultimately.
I know. The ruler of the fairies, the Lucius Bearer, sought to regain peace. But the witches were blinded by their hatred for humans, who were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, the tenebrarum bearer, the high leader of the witches, was finally defeated. The tenebrarum was lost, peace was restored, and the light once again triumphed. But darkness can never fully disappear.
Mm-mm.
It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will oh my.
Here we go again.
Inevitably return.
Oh, you gotta make a name up. Unless you want to keep Lucette.
I like Lucette.
Alright, press, I think, enter. Yeah.
Prologue, Ice Princess. My name is Lucette Riella. Oh my goodness. My name is Lucette Riella Breton,
probably.
Breton,
maybe?
Yeah. Daughter of King Gennaro Breton III. Oh my gosh. I am the crown princess of the kingdom Angel.
I actually had a friend named Angel.
At least that was who I used to be. But that was before yesterday, when I became a victim of the infamous fairy tale curse.
We'll have to figure out who does voices. Hey, look, that's our character. She's so pretty.
She is pretty.
I like
Hold on a
her.
sec. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now I am nothing more than a lowly peasant. Oh, what?
Fairy tale curse.
Oh, that's right. That's interesting. I feel like I am stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I close my eyes and remember that day.
We'll have to figure out voices. Who does what voices?
Yeah. It has started out like any other day. Have you heard? Another person was cursed.
No, sorry.
It's I am on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices.
There's two eyeless people.
There are two maids standing next to each other with brooms in hand. These two are slacking off again.
This may be, I'll be maybe.
That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it?
They say it was Pinocchio.
Pinocchio? The fairy tale that the lying boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful.
You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately.
Still maybe.
I know. It's like, you think those wicked witches are up to something again?
I thought the fairy tale curses would stop after you-know-who was defeated.
Voldemort.
I was gonna say the same thing. You two were hired to work, not talk. We're sorry, Your Highness.
Run.
Exactly. As only be expected from the likes of them. Oh my gosh!
I sound like I'm a snooty princess. Dot dot dot.
Doot doot doot. Doot. Another fairy tale curse. The fairy tale curse started spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in its effects, even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak. I wouldn't even be saying that.
You are weak then.
Angel would be better off without the dead weight.
You. I guess they're better off without you. I guess our character's bitch.
If it were apparently,
Yeah.
like she's so snooty is what it seems like.
She's a spoiled princess. That's what it is.
If it were up to Mother, the curse would have been banished from Angel the instant they fell prey to it. Dot, dot, dot. But Mother is not here anymore. And she will not come back ever. Okay.
I guess I'll be this maid too.
Princess, the king and queen are waiting in the dining hall.
I am on my way.
Oh god, there's gonna be lots of people, I think.
The king, Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Someone is conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence.
You want me to be daddy? Okay.
Do you want to? I mean...
I was thinking I'll be the... Because in the other game you were like the stoic character, Tetsuya.
Yeah.
I'll be Rod as the stoic character in this game.
Okay.
Which is your stepbrother.
Okay.
Sorry.
Good morning, Lucette. Good morning, Your Majesty.
Sad that you talk to your dad like that. I'll be here.
Good morning, Lucette.
Dot, dot, dot.
Bitch.
Lucette. Ophelia.
Snot.
Ophelia Windensove. Every day I wonder why my father, the king, married a lowly baker.
Bitch.
She is a bitch.
God.
She could never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to mother. Oh gosh. I take my seat next to the king, then look up at the person sitting opposite of me. Opposite me.
It's Rod.
Oh my gosh! Rod Benedict.
I love the puppet.
Oh, he's so cute. Rod Benedict Windensove, my stepbrother, is bored and quite as usual. Quite. I know, I had it.
I'll be Rod this time.
He is 2 years my junior and is the younger of Ophelia's children. He is mute and uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts.
I love the bunny.
It was apparently given to him by a fairy. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with.
He's so freaking cute.
But his older sister, my eyes go to the empty seat beside him. She is probably the most infuriating person I have ever had the displeasure of knowing.
Because she's happy.
Oh
Emmeline. You want me to be her too?
Yes.
I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and I forgot the time.
She's so cute.
I know, right?
And here she is.
Good morning, dear father, mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, Lucette. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it?
Dot. Emmeline Windensove, Rod's elder sister, and my stepsister. She acts as if we are blood, as if she too were born a princess.
I love their eye color. Him and
Yeah.
Rods have the same eye color.
As if she could be crown princess, perhaps steal my place.
Oh God, bitch.
I will never.
I never really hate the
will
like
never
protagonist, but
Yeah.
for some reason, this one just drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Now there are some protagonists that are like freaking stupid as hell.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, I fell down again. Can you save me? I can't do this. And it's like freaking annoying. It's like, shut up and
Yeah.
just do your job.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will never let that happen. Now that everyone is here, let us begin. Butlers glide inside with silver trays to carefully serve us breakfast.
That's an interesting picture. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
The big portrait or whatever.
Yeah.
So, Emmeline, you were reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you? Oh, yes! There are so many, and they all are wonderful. So wonderful. Yes. Thank you so much, Father.
I am happy that you like them.
I love them. She's so happy.
I know she is.
It's so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with.
That is because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned.
I also like how the little picture of Lucette in the corner, it moves. Like when she's thinking, it does the side profile.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
But why? They are such charming stories.
Fairy tales mislead humans into believing they can have things they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. Dot, dot, dot.
Dun, dun, dun.
The disappointment. And when their wishes do not come to
Fruition, I guess?
yeah, my mouth just went whoop to fruition. Exactly as they want them to.
That's the stutter.
The humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. What are you implying about the witches, Lucette? The atmosphere shifts, the air in the room growing heavy.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble.
I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall. Have you any idea what you are talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now, they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects.
I was thinking we should probably go to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Which I think would be fine. Do the first episode.
The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over
Angel.
I know my brain.
Angel.
Angel. I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace. Sometimes even my room.
That's pretty weird.
That probably explains more stuff then. It's all the mother.
I know what it is, but I'm not saying.
I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone. And so I cannot bring myself to care.
It reminds me of Rapunzel.
How do you know the cursed are innocent? Our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild Angel after the Great War. His eyes are really cool too.
She has the same eyes, just hers are a little bit bigger, the main characters.
Yeah.
But they're the same color.
Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I am endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about. Leave Mother out of this.
Ooh.
Disappointment again. Dot.
Dear, please.
Dot.
He has a lot of dots.
Lucette, darling, your father didn't mean to...
I am not one of your children, Ophelia. I do not need your sympathy.
It's not your dog.
Lucette, you will show your mother respect. She is not my mother.
Ooh, one of these.
I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I am done. Excuse me. My father and I have never got on, but our relationship has significantly worsened since he married the baker.
We'll probably have to end this here due to the fact that Landon's awake. So, anyway, I hope you are enjoying. If you love it, give it a thumbs up and see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!